Hey guys, this is Billy Williams. Today we're going to go over the daily schedule and green time training. In my opinion, this is the most important piece when you're talking about setting up your agency for growth and for the foundation of making sure that you need everything done in the agency. Let's remember this. If you don't make the time to create wealth, then all of your time will be spent fighting off poverty. And there are a lot of agents that are struggling simply because they don't make the time to create wealth. A business process is just a fancy way of saying a business habit. And most agencies could grow 5 times faster if they developed more effective business habits. Habits are a product of the task, the time, and the repetition of doing something. Don't make it complicated, guys. Now, you're probably asking, well, Billy, what technology does Inspire Nation recommend in order to work the best practices? We are technology agnostic. That means we don't care what tool or service you use to work our best practices. We just need the task completed correctly and efficiently. So we always tell you, start with the technology that currently resides in your agency. Don't go out and always try to spend money and find brand new technology. So let's get started on this daily schedule and green time task. The key to creating an effective daily schedule is to identify the what, when, who, and how. What to money making, or what we call green time. Green time is money making. What to money making task will be priority today? When in the morning and when in the afternoon is time blocked off for the task? Who is assigned to the green time task and the times for the green time? How will the process steps be trained, accomplished, and spot checked? And we're talking about everything, including manual steps, automated steps, and technology. There are 12 core processes you must have on your weekly calendar: the agency leader spot check hour, production forecast training hour, claims process hour, business referral partner process hour, emergency contact hour, birthday process hour, new customer process hour, policy review hour, cancellation termination hour, rate increase remarketing hour, marketing processing hour, and then automation technology implementation hour. These are the 12 core processes that you must have on your weekly calendar. So in total, you're going to have 5 hours for green time priority tasks pretty much blocked off every day. It's not that one person has all 5 hours. It's just these 5 hours are accounted for. So you have the leader spot check hour. That means the leader selects one task or process each workday to spot check. Now, for the regular team members, you're going to have one priority daily task hour in the morning and one priority daily task hour in the afternoon. So really, for the team members, you're only going to block off 2 hours, okay? Not 5, but 2. You're going to have one dedicated hour of marketing. This should be your marketing assistant. But for some agencies, it might be a licensed sales producer or whoever the agency leader selects to conduct marketing campaigns. And then there should be 1 hour of automation and technology implementation. Again, this should be the marketing assistant. If you don't have a marketing assistant, maybe it's the principal agent or whoever the agency leader selects to help with automation technology. What you don't want to do, agency leaders, is select one person and assign these 5 hours in their workday. They should only have one priority hour in the morning and one priority hour in the afternoon. Don't make green time complicated. There are 6 steps that you need to understand. 1, each team member has 1 hour of green time in the morning and 1 hour in the afternoon. 2, choose a task or process that makes the agency money or saves the agency money. This is not admin time. This is not filing and scanning. This is not, here, let me clean up your desk time. This is a process or task that makes the agency money or saves the agency money. 3, the agency leader has an hour of spot checking in the morning and then 1 green time hour later in the day. This spot check hour is not something you compromise on. It is the foundation for you as a leader to make sure you've got control of your agency. Don't compromise on it. 4, 1 hour per day is dedicated to implementing or working a marketing campaign. Now, this can be, well, this should be the marketing assistant, or it can be a dedicated staff member. Just don't overwhelm your team by assigning them 5 or 6 hours of stuff to do. 5. If you aren't sure which task or processes to select for green time, simply follow our suggested process implementation schedule. That's what the whole 12 to 16 week schedule is for. So you'll know this week we want to make sure this is the priority, and next week we make sure this is the priority. So if you don't have a selected task or process, just follow our recommendations. And finally, green time is an appointment. Don't answer the phone. Don't look at emails. Don't do anything that's not directly related to green time tasks. If you've got your person up front and it's their green time, move that staff member to the back of the office or to a location in the office where walk-ins and call-ins won't interrupt them. Remember, green time is an appointment. So what do you do during green time? Well, if this is the first time you've ever seen it, you want to make sure that there's an introduction to the process. You want to know the purpose and the goals. You want to watch the video. So if we have video out there that's going to help you to train or help you understand a role play, watch that video. You want to review the steps of the process. That's why we review the workflows, the black sheets, and the quizzes, including all manual steps, automated steps, and technology. And then you want to start implementing the process. Always start with automated steps of the process, such as sending emails, setting up technology. Don't focus on conversations. I know I've said this 10 different times in 10 different ways throughout the video library. I can't stress it enough. Don't focus on conversations until the automation and technology steps of the process are set up and operating. The automation supports the conversation, but it also a lot of times causes the conversation to happen because the email went out, because the decline coverage form went out, because the text message went out, and now staff is forced to have that conversation, where if you don't have the automation and technology, they will avoid the conversation. So always start with the automated steps of the process. And spot check. Agents, if you're not willing to spot check a process, it will not last in your agency. It will not stick in your agency. So we recommend that the first official spot check, that doesn't mean that you don't spot check it for 3 weeks, but we recommend that the first official, like it's going to count toward their enhanced pay or something like that, the first official spot check is performed after the process has been trained 3 times. Remember, it takes 5 times for you to really understand something. So we don't want you to really start holding your staff accountable until you've trained them at least 3 times. That can be 3 times in a row. That can be 3 times every day for 3 days. That can be 3 times once a week for 3 weeks. We don't care. Just make sure that they've been trained on it 3 times before you start holding them officially responsible for that particular task. All right? So I want to remind you again, if you don't make the time to create wealth, then all of your time will be spent fighting off poverty. So I'm going to take a quick moment here, and I'm going to actually walk through and show you how to block off the time on your calendar and how you make sure that your people are actually being trained on it. So let me give you an example of this whole green time thing. I want to stress again, don't make this daily schedule green time task thing complicated. So I'm going to use an example here. So in this example, I've selected the claims follow-up process and the business referral partner process as their 2 green time tasks. For this particular task, or for this particular staff person, I've selected claims and business referral partner. So claims is from 10 to 11, business referral partner is from 2 to 3. So during the claims follow-up process time, since this is the first time I've ever introduced this person to this, I'm going to come over to the video library. I'm going to just type in the word claims up in our search box, get to the claims page. Once we're at the claims page, first thing they do is they see the video. So I'm going to tell them go ahead and watch that video on the claims process role play. They can scroll down, they'll see the goals, the purpose of it. They'll see the black sheet that walks through the steps of the claims process. And then there's the quiz that helps them to better understand all the different aspects of the claims process. So this whole thing, from me going into the video library, watching the video, going through the black sheet, taking the quiz should take about 15 minutes. That's it, about 15 minutes. Don't make this difficult. Don't make this complicated. You're just blocking off time in your day to do important money-making tasks.